whatever it is, 5 now actually, I believe. 5 whole days of Counter-Strike. And we do see GG.Bets given Na'Vi the edge. I would expect no less. And a T-side start for Spirit. So guys, strap yourselves in for the B tally. I hope Chad's got his pen out because it looks like
marking again.
We're starting on the second letter of the alphabet. At least leaning that way. They've actually opted for a boost and a 4-man stack on the B side. So it looks like Na'Vi have certainly done their homework.
I'm just getting all my tools and Ghibli's ready because I know we got a couple of moments.
I imagine Magic's smoke has an intention. He wants to see some attention drawn towards middle first. That's Chopper's responsibility, and it has pulled a rotate. That's exactly what Spirit wanted. Here we go. Nice working. Molotov arriving on short as my hiccups arrive.
Oh, simple. This is going to come down to timing. He spots SDY, but 3 already passed his line of sight. He's going to segregate this push.
Oh, that's a very important frag from Flamey, and now the nades and the bullets rain in on Spirit. They advance. Mir, the spearhead, needs multiple frags here, and, well, so far so good for Na'Vi. Flamey just sends them packing. Get out of my sight.
3-9 straight out the gate here from Na'Vi, going up against the Force by Team Spirit, who have opted for Deagles across the board. We will see Idis balance, even fully invest. That's unusual, traditionally holding on to extra cash. So maybe no AWP on the first gun round as the tactical nukes come out. Boomich grabs a lick of damage, and Magix even opens up onto a...
He's always good for one.
Yeah.
Always good for one on the Desert Eagle rounds is Magix. Very, very comfortable with the hand cannon. And Flamey could get caught here. Oh, he has. Going aggressive, and Magix with Mir in perfect unison. Pair up for a second frag and another SMG falling into enemy hands. Na'Vi could be getting a little shaken here, and Boomich gives him the fight. Mir doesn't necessarily convince this is a round over. Doesn't hit the shot. And they aren't really in any sort of rush, Chad. Look at the spread of the T side right now.
Yeah, this is one of the things with Team Spirit. They do have these change of pace up their sleeve. They play some very, very slow rounds.
Oh, they're going for info.
And they need to, because right now it will just be simple over towards A. Boomich and Perfecto need to find a frag or at least some space. And by clearing out backyard, by clearing out sewer now, and that's where Boomich is just pushed through the pipe too, they get a good idea that this may be the A finish. There's 40 seconds left on the clock. Now Simple doesn't have really any utility to fight with, just a flash to hold them at bay. There's no mollies, there's no smokes, there's no HEs to do any damage. They need to hit these shots. And the Famous versus the Deagles at range, it's going to be difficult.
Surprised Magix wants to keep the SMG at such low HP. Here we go. Simple. Deals with the first, reveals his location, and he wants to fight, stand and fight. It works wonderfully. 3 frags in favor of Na'Vi, puts us into an even keel. Long range, MP9, Boomich makes it a 1v1. Disbalance, thrust into the clutch, and now he's been completely caught. How is he still alive, Boomich? Oh, he's going to be kicking himself. Disbalance with the fake, and now finished off all the same. Should see the FAMAS retrieved. It will be picked.
Realistic. Oh, you're right. This is the thing. Because the economy on the CT side has been punished so much by losing all those members, you can opt for this. And Mir's even been able to get an AK.
AK-47, baby. This is actually... Oh, they've revealed it very quickly on the duel. He wants to hunt down Flamey. But that might cause a bit more of a dumping of util. A little early than anticipated from the CTs. Boomich speculative spray doesn't find too much, just chips away, and this is Mir just doing Mir flight paths. Clearing in, and Flamey's found him. There we go. Now an AK falling into enemy hands. Flamey hunting, wants to deny any recovery, but SDY's hit a hero deagle. That was crucial and necessary to keep this round within any sort of conversation for Spirit.
The fact that Mir has gone up on his own with an AK-47, the most potent weapon, and dropped it.
Yeah, he's got that BDE, Chad.
Yeah, look, I love the aggression, and Mir tends to get one, but Chopper's found Simple. Look at this, just pushing into Sandbag, and they've even been able to pick up that AK. So Magix, he's picked up what Mir dropped, and now more aggression. Boomich wants to take a fight as well. This has continued.
Oh, Chopper tried to drop heavily. He actually got the smoke down, so mission accomplished in one sense. Magix, can he do what Mir failed to? Just a glimpse of Perfecto. Boomich on the periphery. Finds the head, transfers beautifully. Magic's so robotic at times. And now, well, this could be Spirit breaking Na'Vi. They put all their pennies into the center of the table, and now Magix calls on SDY to plant. Magix continues to hunt, and he's denied it. Staring at heaven, needs it, but oh, what a transfer. He finishes the job. Electronic bails Na'Vi out. It looked so good, but so predictable, and Electronic gets them both.
Well, with that plant, maybe Spirit buy again.
Oh, I like this.
Let's get... of economic damage is done.
Let's get this...
But they're rounds nonetheless, and it will be the AK-47s with light utility being purchased on through for Team Spirit. Simple has been able to get an AWP in all of this madness. So these buys continue to surprise. And once again, we will see the early aggression over towards B. Spamming through the boards, SDY to deal with any sandbag aggression. Mir pushing through the pipe towards Sewer. He loves to collect some territory and even jumps past the spam, comes back to even put a few bullets in himself. Connector is currently under the guard of Magix, and, well, actually, some A presence. This is unusual.
Well, they tend to do it. They tend to, you know, throw enough that you have to acknowledge it and respect it. Simple might want to try and get info over it, but jumping not going to get him that just yet. Now, SDY's been having a standoff for a long time with this Perfecto. Oh, there's the first blood. He's won it out. Smoke blooms, shaves 15 seconds off the clock. And yeah, this signature boost coming out from Magix and Mir. Setting it up. And Flamey will likely jiggle eventually.
It's difficult for Flamey to find this with only an MP9 as well. Very, very tough scenes for NaVi, and it looks like Team Spirit are set up to win this one. They will have to get past both defenders have actually
How long do they
tucked
stay
away.
here?
Okay, they have just tucked away as well.
Oh, they're boosting.
Oh, they're going to go for the MP9 jump boost. Accuracy of this could be nuts. Magix has spotted it. So predicted that. That was insane.
That was great stuff. They get the frag, and now, well, it's a 3v5 coming into the site. The full execute for Spirit. If they could deny the plant, make it chaotic, maybe Boomich has got something to say. No, found out by Chopper, and so seems like the likely save call to be made. Simple might want to contribute just a little bit more on the exit. But Team Spirit have finally won this war of attrition. It took them a couple. And obviously, there's the price to be paid with the save. Electronic and Simple will maintain two of the best weapons on their squad coming into the next round, which does soften the blow somewhat.
It's going to be a 1,400 loss bonus, so Simple will be able to drop a FAMAS if he'd like. Electronic can maybe drop across an SMG, and then Flamey can purchase it himself. He's going to have just over 2K. And I recommend buying when you have that AWP and the AK-47 in play. I know that it is on the hands of Simple. And of course,
well, what did we just say, Chad? They're good for 3.
Yeah, well,
so
we need to get them in the action. That's the problem. They're on the wrong...
You are right. You get the FAMAS into the hands of Flamey. It's actually Boomich going for the Armored 5.7, and we are ready to rock and all roll.
Okay, so Perfecto and Boomich are operating with very little here. If they can get any impact whatsoever, fantastic news for the NaVi squad. It's going to be Electronic babysitting A by himself. Nades towards B. One of them missed there. Nobody was home to receive, but a bit of a flub in the early stages from Spirit. Pressure towards Monster now. Simple is already over towards B. You can see with the AWP at the pillar.
Flash for the Monster Tunnel in Flamey's hands, so...
They're fully stacking B right now. Yep. There's nobody at A.
This could be the start of the end for Team Spirit. We'll see. Surely you want someone to have a little looky-loo towards that toilet's position. It will just be Electronic jumping for info. Knowing Chopper, knowing the way he likes to call, he won't be afraid of the potential for a stack. Wants them to drain out their util, make sure you're not running through incendiaries. You'll take your time, 20 seconds, and press go. This is a smoke for bridge and a Molotov for graffiti, so they are starting to apply some pressure towards the site. Electronic starting to rotate off. Now there is a boost.
Have to be aware of this, surely.
Wild spray not going to connect. Getting a bit sketchy on the time here from Spirit. Starting to scare me. And the NaVi boost, or rather NaVi stack, hasn't gone anywhere. Here we go. They're walking into the Lion's Den, and the Lion's called Simple. He's got his cubs alongside for the ride, and already seeing blood drawn. Look at Perfecto, he finally gets checked on the reload. They take some liberties on that long CZ reload, rebuilding it, and it is going to be Boomich and Flamey filling the feed. Still, this is the chaos we talk about. 10 seconds. Oh, but that was crucial. Boomich has found the necessary double. Just
off by some sandbag players, I believe. So not even getting a chance to shoot the AWP. But regardless, NaVi pick up the round. And you can see, for about 1:20 in that round, everybody... They weren't like statues, but there was no progression. They were just waiting out the utility, waiting for the right time. And NaVi, they had that bomb site stacked since the start of the round. This time they're going back into more of a default spread across the map. Electronic postured forward in the toilet, Simple over to deal with Long. And Flamey, he's searching for information. But SMGs and FAMASs, it's not the best to be working with, as those AK shots. I think Flamey's a little bit too aggressive to be taking fights against the AK-47s at that type of range.
One would assume.
I said that Perfecto and Boomich both needed impact, and they both found impact in that previous round. So good stuff there from the more supportive elements of the team. And they're going to be under a
Are you keeping the B
storm.
tally, Chad?
Oh, yeah. Well, what are we looking at now?
5 for 5?
5 for 5, yeah.
Okay, just making sure. Now, Molly towards the barrel position and a very deep smoke drop by Flamey. He's hoping that's going to completely deny it, and it does seem they will respect. So at this point in time, Electronic's very pushed up on the connector rotate. He'll be sitting and holding that from toilets, but it's not really Spirit's game plan to ever pivot from this. They just like to hold. Oh, lineup, new one. Here we go. Going to nade off Perfecto. Might do significant damage to him. Ouch. Oh, God, it's terrifying. I couldn't play the Counter-Strike Spirit play.
30 seconds again. Now they have to go.
Yeah, here we go. They could smoke it. Electronic's not the only one with it, though, so he's on the wrong side of the map. This will go dry. 20 seconds on a flash, and they get the first. Nail-biting stuff. 18 seconds, and they start walking out Monster Pipe. I think they're going to get it. They're at least going to get the plant. Chopper's responsibility. Flamey and Boomich want to push on it now. Simple drawing blood. Boomich trying to deny, and loads. He does stop it. That should be enough. SDY needs to plant now. He starts to pump into the digits, but Electronic denies, and this is another collapse from Team Spirit.
Moving away from this
double
game
mollied
plan.
it. Yeah, they're not. Just as I was thinking, maybe NaVi would start to let loose a little slack, but no, not at all. 4 stop mollies dropped at the start of the round.
Did you note the position that Perfecto was playing there? Front of bathrooms the entire round, which means he's an early warning system if they do come back up through connector. Yeah, so if they come up, oh, they're coming up connector, you know, simple, you can hang around for a little bit longer. Sure, there is a gap over towards long throughout this, but when they go for that type of a play, it also means Electronic can be fast on the flank. So just give Team Spirit enough rope to hang themselves. That kind of feels like the process right now. Yeah, you want to come B, we'll just wait. We'll continue to smoke. We'll delay our utility. You have to force us with a pace change or at least a bomb site change. So 6 rounds played and all have finished towards
Previously,
B.
though, I swear to God, Spirit did more pressure over this side of the map. Like, it was always a long smoke, it was a toilets kill and B finish. They've been very insistent on the full 5-man deady B, and that hasn't gone too well. Obviously, coming down to 3 1v1s, and there is a gap. It's a big gap. Shadow does point towards Electronic, but it's Perfecto to catch him. 3 on the right side of the map. SDY's Deagle, the only consolation prize, and it is the only man still standing. So this one's fallen as it should. No surprises or twists and turns in our 7th round here.
All right, well, Team Spirit need to start finding some access across the map now. It's 6-1 down at this stage. As we will count this one as an A finish.
We will.
So the first round, they've head over towards A. And you will see teams who have a preference, or they predominantly like to hit one bomb site over the other on their ecos, opt to just keep the A defenders busy. And that's just to show, yeah, well, we do come over this side of the map. You know, utility looking good as well. When Perfecto still wanting to operate on that MP9. He had enough money to get dropped something else, but he's happy to hold on to that pound for pound, probably the best gun in the game. Electronic
Really deny that.
connector control right now. So he's naded open Squeaky. That's one little detail right there. With that Molly and HE combo, Squeaky door has been blown open. And they can jump spot and continue to harass if, I believe it is, Magix wants to push forward for any info. It's just Chopper on his lonesome towards A, smoking off towards the front of bathrooms and Molotov towards the tree. And this type of utility that you're catching here is part of a default. You need to do this on a map like Overpass to push the CTs back, and especially so for a squad like Spirit. You can see the spamming through the boards from Boomich there, just to the side of Magix. And that's what I mean when they're able to harass. They're able to keep the players in that connected position busy.
Flamey, like, NaVi, like, doubling up here. They play this quite commonly, and I mean, I can understand why. It's very unlikely you're going to get them both. I do like that nade. Doesn't quite go deep enough to inflict good damage, so NaVi's safe in their double up on Monster Tunnel. It seems to counter the Spirit take. But Chopper, it's good to see that he's cleared toilets. This is something we haven't had in their gameplay, and what a timing. Just a simple turns to look away. Oh, and Electronic walks in. Chopper demanding respect, demanding a round. He wants the second. It is only Flaming with an MP9, but it is going to get him at least one before he... Let me see his spawn. Where's he go? Where's the boy going?
I think you'd have to play sandbags or close monster again. But he doesn't have any utility. I'm surprised he didn't go for a CZ or a 5-7.
They go in, every time I see that stop molly, I always get excited about potential for something quick. And here is the big green goblin himself, Perfecto, with a Nova shotgun.
It's a weird purchase here today. We don't see this every day of the week.
A flash for him.
Well, they're going in.
Go on, Perfecto. What do you got, mate? Nothing is the answer. He's gone. There's a lot more where that came from, and oh, Boomich caught on his swing. He took one. Magic's found by Flamey. Needs to find an avenue out of the smoke and has done so. This is a chaotic round, and it's about to get even more chaotic with Chopper. Spotted, finds Simple. There's more around the corner, stacked up on the site. And that comms has been transferred. SDY and Disbalance ready themselves for war. Gonna be a quick scope from Disbalance. They're backing away, they don't have the bomb. And now things get interesting. I told you a chaotic, weird 2v2 for 60 seconds. Well, here you go, Wingman, the entirety of Overpass. But the bomb now in enemy hands. So cut noise and hope that the CTs peek into Disbalance is the play. Why will he peek into them? Check bridge, Flamey gets his angle and checks again. Lovely crossfire. NaVi, hold firm.
Normally one of the more inconsistent factors within the NaVi roster, and if you were able to get Flamey on point every day of the week,
that's a buy.
That is 2 P90s.
No, that's a real, that is the let's just go B. Buy. Here it comes. Mir just runs into the meat grinder. Flamey holds down mouse one. He even actually gets naded by his teammate. That's how all in they went. Oh, this one's a disaster. It feels like it was a complete Hail Mary play. Just run through the smoke. Let's just hope they're lazy. They weren't.
Yeah, well, I was just mentioning Flamey's name. That's 2 massive impact kills. We saw SDY yesterday actually pushing in with a P90 and getting access onto the B bomb site. This time, completely denied. And that was an all-in attempt. As you can see, Disbalance is left wondering, boys, I had an AWP and we called Rush B. What the hell am I meant to do with this?
Yeah.
Well, they're not giving themselves a chance to work. And if you're an AWP or an Overpass and your game plan is only going to the B bomb site, you're probably not going to be getting too much action. If you think about A, the type of duels getting towards long, bathrooms, it's a lot more suited to the AWP, right?
I totally agree, and it does definitely sound like a bit of a nightmare for poor Disbalance at times. Right, so am I coming in last, am I then?
I'll throw the flashes, guys.
I'll flash you. I'll smoke heaven. Good luck.
Hopefully you made the space or I'm screwed.
Open the door and then kill everyone.
Okay, well, Simple's trying to cut off the rotation so he can't save, knowing that it is Disbalance, the last man standing. But if he doesn't expect Simple to have taken this much room, okay, he's going the complete other way. So he might get away with this one, Disbalance. It looks like he will. You can see here on the radar, look at the top left, there's no little blue dots near him whatsoever, and I don't think Simple is going to start traversing back to territory that he has already cleared off. You can see here, more interested over towards T-spawn. No one plays this side of the map. Why would I be looking towards A, the question?
This is a complete non-existent part of Overpass.
It's like, what's going on here? Wait, this exists?
Chopper
told me there's only one bomb site.
What is this? Okay. Oh, there's nice angles for an AWP here.
For him and the same for Mir. So this buy is looking decent for Team Spirit. It is lacking utility, but that's not really a problem because they only go to one bomb site. To kick this one off, it looks like Chopper will be handed the task of dealing with any crazy A aggression. Playground for him. I'm going to send Disbalance forward with the AWP. Use that pointy end of the AWP to see if it can find an opening, because once again, they're heading towards the B bomb site. Magix has gotten connected control quicker. They know that they can fasten up their defaults because NaVi aren't pushing them. They're just holding. So now you know you can take connected quicker. You're likely to be able to take sewer a little bit quicker. It's the re-aggression that you have to worry about. And
this wallbang is, I thought it would be a tough one to counter wallbang. Beer seems to have worked on a lineup. It's a good way to deter. So Disbalance. Right eye peek into Simple, but no issues for start.
Here's the thing, though. You know that Simple's an A holder, and he's just got the opening kill on B. So at this point, most teams be like, hey, let's go to A. But Team Spirit, they're not moving.
One of the few rounds they got was when Chopper killed 2 people A.
Yeah. Well, he's dead, and so is Magix. So this round is falling apart as well. Mir's been tickled up through the smoke. He's down to 41 points of health. He'd have to hit some absolute bangers. Flamey says no, and SDY's left in the rough spot that Disbalance had in the previous. This time just with an AK, not even an AWP. So this is going to be 9 on the board for NaVi unless we're about to see a 1-on-5.
Team Spirit not having fun.
This is their map choice, let us remind you. And we knew the game plan coming in. We stated that as soon as we saw Overpass. Actually, before we saw Overpass, we knew exactly how this map was going to look. And NaVi, what kind of prep work do you have to do? Don't die on the B bomb site? Seems pretty simple.
An armor from Spirit, so they're going to once again, I'd like to see them just at least show face somewhere else, or if they try this all-in monster, maybe Flamey's a bit late to the party this time. We are seeing CT aggression early here from Electronic.
Yeah, but Alex, what if we go B again?
Yeah, but we could just go B.
What if we just go B?
No, but like B. Stack nades, woo! Finally do something. And a miss from Flamey, they can overwhelm.
All right, they're in trouble now.
They certainly are, but if Perfecto bails them out with a double spray down, Boomich is very low. If he goes down, we've got a real round here. But he's tucked in on the corner and they're forced to press pause. SDY could be getting that bomb down, but now with pressure from short as well, what's Chopper up to? He's checking the flank. SDY asked to pause. He has the bomb. Chopper going around the world. This is interesting.
He does have time if he gets a move on to go all the way.
Like fake it.
Oh, okay. He's coming through connector. So seeing if he can pick up a bit of a cheeky frag, but this isn't going to change too much of the direction. And if Electronic jump peaks a couple more times, he might catch a timing. Looks like they're setting up for a boost. They'll get Boomich mounted on up, and he's going to cover off the B bomb side on his own. In the meantime, Electronic's going to get a move on back towards A. Just make sure that they haven't lost too much territory. 45 seconds left, and STY, he starts his aggression through Monster.
Boomich, not known to be an AWPer. Spots him and goes down. That's an issue. Missing his shot. AWP now for Chopper. He's recovered it from the corpse of Flamey. Oh, you can see Electronic just patrolling rather under the scope. But the bomb goes down, and now this 2v2 starting to shift in favor of Team Spirit. SDY does start to jiggle the push. Simple's working on it. Chopper needs to be cautious of that right ramp. Holding this push for SDY. They've got a crossfire, and he pulls the trigger. Looking good now. Only Electronic has the frag.
Matter because that's the third on the board. As yes, here's a representation from our observer Jakey. We only need to cover one side of the map, and hold on a second. Mir's over here now. It's not just Chopper, so we've got two players over towards A.
Disbalance is so excited. He's like, guys, I'm AWPing somewhere else. Looking at Long. There's a whole world over here.
There's a playground here.
It's cool.
It's balloons. Okay, well, let's see. This change up from Team Spirit, we did expect it eventually. One of the keys, if you do hit the same bomb site round and round again, is you definitely weaken the other one, because they're going to start getting a little bit pushy. They're going to start rotating quite heavily if you sell a bit of a fake. Right now, NaVi have 4 players with their feet planted on the B bomb site. Boomich is playing over towards Heaven, so he's a fast rotation to help out the A defender of Electronic. But all in all, this is just business as usual. This is looking more like a standard round of Counter-Strike here.
Simple has rotated his AWP over there, though. And that's enough to perhaps be the deterrent back to B. So they're going to boost over the smoke, and I like this. This could be the end of Mir. He flashes on his way cross back. Okay, so...
Sees it's clear.
Yeah, initial threat resolved.
There's still 3 of them hanging around top of connector right now. So Electronic needs to get a move on here and take some space, because if Simple does not cheat over towards the B site, it's just going to be an MP9, a FAMAS, and an M4, and they don't really have any utility to defend with. It's just going to be the bodies.
Missed Monster Smoke as well gives the Spirit a bit more of a chance. That was the last smoke of the NaVi defense.
Simple's coming. He's rotated back, and Electronic's on the flank.
20 seconds. Flamey still sees nothing on the Monster Pipe. Chopper trying to swing in from short. 14 seconds. You're crazy. Here comes the flurry of frags. Simple's held the wolf from the door. And that's the end. Double digits. Spirit, they...
Reality versus Mad Lions. That one's had to be rescheduled. That one will be played tomorrow at the same time as our opening series, North versus Heroic for Group B. And the winner of that Vitality game will be in the playoffs as well. So our third team will get locked on here this evening for the European side of things. And it looks like we're going to be once again. So it doesn't matter. It's a bit of a dry run simulator at this stage. You just get to play against a plethora of different CT defenses. And NaVi have had a bit of an affinity with having Perfecto over towards the left-hand side of the Monster Pipe. He actually plays in transition quite a lot.
He does. Takes a dip into that tight corner when he feels like their push could be coming in, but he's floating around. Chopper clearing out the underpass. That is a crucial component of that ability to just sit around sewer, and they're not going to do too much. Just a little late. But Magix has managed to get a good bit of control up here with SDY.
This is a new look.
This is a dream for us. This is further than Spirit get, typically. And the utility's on Magix, so if he does go down, they will have nothing. Now Mir draws blood. He'll drop the smoke. Suddenly, B is lost. And NaVi, to overcome it, it's Flamey that comes out of the hidey hole with a big frag. Disbalance finally fills the feed with something. A missed smoke. Boomich already closing the gap, and maybe Mir's going to lurk behind it, but that's a big frag from Boomich, causing, once again, disarray. Pushed in, SDY catches him before the smoke does fade. Chopper, SDY, Mir's smoke gimmick did not pay off, and now they're pushing in. Electronic wants to put some pressure. Chopper's caught. It falls to one man. SDY, he's not ready for it. Simple misses. And so now time on the side of SDY. He closes the gap, a re-swing. And he collects a 4th round.
Up close and personal, and we're going to get the 4-man boost out for Disbalance to find an opening pick. Nobody towards Heaven, but if they jump peek, might have a chance. we can see Flamey has already taken sewer control, so they now understand that there is less movement over towards the backyard of B than usual. Another smoke towards Monster. And of course, Team Spirit. All heading over towards the B bomb site here with a cheeky beaky surf. And Flamey copping a leg shot. So a great start for Team Spirit here in round number 15. Looks like they might be able to walk away with 5.5, and that should be putting them smiles on their faces.
I swear I've never seen Electronic lose this duel from this angle. Like, you know he's there, but he just gets it every time.
He's so focused as well.
Every bloody time. In comes the site. Mir will likely have a double duel, and it's a bit overwhelming. Multiple targets now being hunted down. The P250's not good enough, nor the Deagle. They are losing health and now losing bodies from behind. Simple has struck. Disbalance has gone down. Does that mean there's an AWP in play? Yep, Simple's picked it up. Even more sketchy scenes, and they're starting to reassess. They're going around the world. Electronic will be there to receive them.
He's going to hear this in a minute.
Oh, he's in such a good angle for it. Electronic, the Thorn in Spirit. Working, just rotating perfectly around it. You know, sometimes you watch Spirit's T side and wonder if teams would just push for info and stack up, and well, NaVi did just that.
Yeah, it's odd to see a team come with such little variance in their play, but let's see if Team Spirit can bounce back. The CT side is where most teams are winning the lion's share of their halves.
Certainly.
NaVi were able to grab 11. If Team Spirit could do the same, well, we'll be in overtime. And that's my general broad sweeping analysis for the day, ladies and gentlemen. So I hope you enjoyed it.
It's always good to have a nice statement of the obvious.
Now, look at this connector stack. They are ready to rotate between both bomb sites. And as I say that, they're actually pushing for info over towards A. So if NaVi take their time, they might get caught between a rock and a hard place. But that flash has been heard, and that would indicate some information plays.
Chopper got a lot of work on his plate as they flood into B. Perfecto trying to drop the molly, and that will force Chopper back. Interesting. So they're going to play retake, and they've got 2 flashes to do so. So they're all, look at this, a flood of blue going to be coming out of heaven with a flashbang. This is going to be interesting.
It's an interesting plant as well. That's not good for players over towards sandbags, and currently 3 of them are going to have to retake from there.
And oh dear, a team flash, not the perfect start. Spirit getting ripped apart. It's just 3 for Electronic and kept safe.
We saw how much concentration Flamey had when he had him for the interview. So maybe it's throughout the rest of the team as well, as this one will be a force buy from Team Spirit. I just bounce onto the Scout, Deagles for everybody else. Very familiar looking situation to be in. Amir even cops a dink. I'm not quite sure where that bullet came from. Must have been Simple on the spam. Yes, it was. That would have been heard. So Magix and Mir, the 2 players who normally are the star duo, both tagged on up and have an opportunity to tag on down. Flamey, he's going to be put on notice, but it doesn't really matter. Simple's found himself a kill, and that was through the boards.
Yeah, finally. He's been spraying that. Look at his bullets. You can see he's only got about 56 left.
Where you going, Simple? Looks like you want to go meet it with Electronics. So, not a great start for Team Spirit with their all-in. If they lose this, it will be the save. That means NaVi will have 14. And only 2 rounds away from closing. It might be a quick day at the office for NaVi. We're going to take back space, and no one's home. So,
perfect timing.
Molotov as well.
I think of a better timing for it. They were just considering looking for info, and it's been denied. So they're still fully planted. This will be a full gamble. So likelihood is that NaVi walk into B, walk into A, plant, no one's home, and they try and save their Deagles and Scouts.
Not the most exciting rounds, but I want to see if NaVi want to chase. That's where I want to keep my focus, because they are rocking that triple Mac 10, and Flamey did have them locked in over towards T-spawn moments ago. The bomb's gone down. They know that they've cleared A very diligently, and Flamey's trying to take away as much space as he can. If he's not careful, his footsteps will be heard, so hitting that shift key is imperative, and he's done exactly that. So now they know they're contained to either connector, the B bomb site, or potentially T-spawn. How far do they want to push the issue? Because look who's coming. Perfecto's over here with the Mac 10 as well. Simple's not far away. Maybe they want to biff. Maybe they want to fight.
They want to really twist the knife here. They could even use that bomb explosion as a little bit of a mask of the steps. It's a very tight angle held by Mir. Statistics.
Think about how this game started, Alex. We had buy after buy after buy from Team Spirit. Remember how close the first handful of rounds were?
Yeah,
and then as soon as that dropped, as soon as that fell away, it all felt one-way traffic for NaVi. Sure, there's a couple of other close rounds in the mix, but NaVi had a good read on the B hold, and well, the B push is what Boomich has to deal with, and he can't do it. Mir finds an opening.
It's a big one.
Oh, again, simple with the spam. He tags Magic's up for a little bit of damage this time. Continuing to harass with the boosts. Our Team Spirit on either side of that, they love it.
Magic's and Mir and their damn boost, T or CT, doesn't matter.
Okay, well, Simple's walking through Monster for contact here, and he might catch them off guard with the boost. It's down to timing here. Oh, there we go. Flamey's even found that at range, so poor Mir. Magix couldn't spot that. He was too low.
So low now. But he still gets Flamey. And now Chopper's pushed in with the USP. This one's starting to fall apart for NaVi. Disbalance has connected a scout shot. Simple needs to smoke. Chopper likely going to disrespect that on the plant queue. Oh, and another scout shot. Team Spirit, crucial tagging. Now they need the fragging, and it will be a boost on the sandbags. That's perfect, but dealt with. They now know there's one there. And a good shooting from Simple, maybe, just maybe not. Denying the chance that Spirit have found. I mean, the scout shots have been hit by Disbalance. It definitely does make it winnable.
He has time to do this as well. Bomb's yet to be halfway ticked. If he gets a move on, he can win this.
One Deagle bullet would be enough, but Peak.
Hunter in the top left, well, putting the groceries away. Not a bad place to be, but Disbalance has the AWP now. Now, he only has 2 rounds to make it work. And this would be the time he needs to find impact. He's taken Sewer. Lots of players from NaVi over towards his connected position. Boomich leads the charge.
Let's see if SDY can make that spot look as powerful as Electronic does. He peeks in, gets traded. Perfecto continuing to be a thorn with just a Mac 10. He's happy to operate with it, and he's getting his trades necessary. Disbalance still having his woes. Let's see how he handles this pressure towards the A site. Oh, nade looks promising. Bit of a nade exchange. Slight win for Mir. By the slightest of margins, I think there's a 1 health discrepancy, but Chopper has won his dual Electronic. Good move up onto the planter, but it was predicted, and with the door blown off, Perfecto is vulnerable to that wallbang, even more so.
Magix will jiggle this. It just comes down to a timing. Oh, will he let Mir pick up the slack? If he does, Flamey's in the open. Great shot by Mir.
Yeah,
2
very
on
nice
4
adjustment. Now. This is where they start to really stretch Simple and Perfecto thin. They started with the opening kill, so this is a nice 4v5 overcome. Now util to ensure there won't be anyone close as Perfecto walks out monster ramp, but there's a lot of targets to deal with. Simple does well to draw fire, but Perfecto's gone. And so his chances dwindle. He's got 2 players staring at him and the flank locked in. Chopper's completely confirmed this round, and, well, Simple does go down eventually. Spirit, find 5.
Okay, so the money...
Still secretly cheering on Disbalance.
Do you want to see him get activated here?
I see him wake up, bro.
Well, Nuki might get a chance. I think on this one here, it's going to be a very, very rough game for him.
Now, we are seeing a different look. It's actually kind of exciting to be seeing NaVi stretch their legs towards the toilets and long side of the map. It's been very underutilized in our 15 or so T rounds from Spirit.
This is a very default looking spread right here from NaVi. This is what you traditionally see teams running on overpass. 1 player, Flamey babysitting towards the backyard, Perfecto and the connector dealing with the rotations and the swing point. And then 3 players, they act as a bit of a pack. You get 2 choices here as you go for your default over towards A. Do you want to go through long and then come back in through the bathrooms? Or do you want to go through bathrooms and then push around towards long? Both options have their risks and rewards, but this aggression from Chopper might be caught off guard, looking for the head. Boomich had the advantage, but unable to convert. Chopper finds a freebie. And the in-game leader of Team Spirit has punished his adversary on the other side of things. Oh, he's still continuing forward. Chopper is very brave. I don't think Perfecto clears this. No, he doesn't.
Nice catch. Was stayed, kept flawless for a moment. Oh, even wallbangs Chopper. He peeks in. Knows he's hit the wall shot. Tries to bait it with the Glock. Not going to work. Chopper, get away. You've done enough, dude. 3 kills.
20 seconds now.
You got to get a wiggle on. Chopper finally found, but he even inflicts more damage, and it does look like they're pressing the save key. Backing away.
All right, well, this is one of the games where it is just... Oh, it really does have that feeling that it's a matter of time until NaVi are able to put the last 2 rounds on the board. But let's see what Team Spirit have. They picked this map for a reason. Their T-side game plan of hitting B time and time again, it didn't really net them a lot. 4 rounds is quite with huge impact. So eyes back out. It's going to be pistols alongside of these saved AKs and AWP. A bit quicker for their default towards A now. Electronic leading the charge. He's out of utility. Simple has a bag himself to throw out. Posture with the AWP right now, looking for any aggression. NaVi just throwing out that net, seeing if they can catch anybody, forcing them back into the bomb sites before they retool and go for an execute. Now, when they do go for a play onto a bomb site, they're not working with a lot of utility, just that handful of smokes, flashes, and the single Molotov. And that means they really do need to find an opening pick before they can get stuck in. Another smoke drop towards Monster. That means Simple has to go and look somewhere else for a pick. Team Spirit are out of smoke grenades on their defense. Now we're sub 1 minute, so it's just been posturing. A lot of posturing here to kick off this round. Bomb looks like it'll be scooped up by Boomich, and it will be the B finish. Tough round to win here, very tough.
Yeah, I mean, there's still definitely a viable path into victory, and it does perhaps start with the electronics lurk. Oh, doesn't spot him. Here they go. They're committing to the site. And in comes Flamey. My God, what was that? A double on the Tech 9. A quick flurry of clicks to his mouse, and that's a quick reaction from Chopper. He's actually taken down the AWP. SDY swung into short, and just like that, this tough round puts Electronics' flank into an almost completely useless standpoint. He's even going to get caught by Chopper.
A bit disappointed. NaVi will just be down to those pistols now, and Team Spirit really have a chance to start building into this game.
This is what I was referring to. You know when I was talking about NaVi making every game more difficult than it needs to be? Like, how often do they get to this sort of juncture of a game where it seems almost a guarantee?
And then we have like a simple miracle.
And then you have a simple, or like a Deagle Kevlar round.
Yeah, it tends to be in this script. I didn't do my table read this morning, so I'm not quite sure how this one's going to finish.
You're not quite up to snuff. Now, don't think this is the round that NaVi turn it around, but Flamey is pre-aiming the boost. Go on, dude. Do they do it? Oh, he's lost a lot of teammates now. Flamey, Boomich, all gone. Will fall to Boomich's Mr. P2 Fiddy.
I think we have noted something that maybe NaVi won't be able to. They obviously don't have the eyes through the walls with the X-ray vision, but Boomich will go down any second. But it's the re-aggression from the A defenders to mop up and clear up the toilets into the mid-late round. Points just before the site, and it's less likely they'll re-aggress. It just depends on what they see. So AKs are back out. There's no AWP this time round for Simple. Round number 23, scoreline 14-8 in favor of Natus Vincia. And this is an elimination match. Winner straight through the playoffs, loser out of IEM Beijing for 2020. And as we continue the slow procedural clear of the defaults, again, Flamey in towards backyard, Chopper aggressive, not towards the toilets, this time towards sewer. And they're constantly staying active, Spirit, across the map, flashing forward, peeking, flashing again, looking for more information. Setting up something over towards B right now. Chopper's going to lob out a smoke. He's going to actually get spammed through for getting away with that cheeky one right there. Bomb now, back over towards A. They're just going to leave Flamey here. Flashed off, Idis Balance, you're in a bit of trouble.
He's responsible for this side of Banana. It's a good shot at finding a couple here. Simple will be flashed in though, and now he punishes Disbalance down to 20. On the retreat, smoke blooms. Maybe he can tuck tail and try and get back to the site. That does seem to be his intention, and he has just about gotten away with murder. So we keep it at a level keel, 35 seconds. NaVi need to finish. Bomb still in mid-limbo. They don't know which way they want to go.
Electronic spotted here. Idis Balance has the shot every day of the week.
SDY is holding the front of sight. Takes down Simple. This is another Spirit round. NaVi counting on Flamey. Perhaps he can find Mir. That's a good shot. If he gets them both, we were
tough. And their map choice indeed. He's even going to find a leg shot. Electronic down to 17 health. Well, Simple's just charged through. SDY's heard all of this. He's seen all of this, and now he's trying to react.
Doesn't look too shabby. Taking down Simple's always an achievement, and he is going to feel CT Molotov just narrowly whistle past his ear. Hello. That's a big win for Chopper, and oh no, NaVi. just about this double-digit mark being reached is where you start getting a little concerned. I know it's Spirit's pick, but they're going to have another weapon round here, and this will kind
Bit of simple and electronic magic right now. So to do so, they have to get stuck in. They have to take a risk. They have to throw caution to the wind. And extinguishing the Molotov is a great start. Flushing back SDY. Let's see how aggressive the duo, want to get over towards Playgrounds. They have a lot of responsibility. They can find a heads-up duel against Idis Balance over towards Long if they want to look in that direction. Up through connector will come Boomich and Perfecto. So much of a muchness here. We've seen this look before. Flash over Long, Idis Balance blind, and he's going to hang around.
Electronic peeks on the other side of that rock. Yeah, he gets a warning. Disbalance is having a very tough time against NaVi. Every angle he holds, he gets flashed off before he gets to pull the trigger. They know what he's up to. Another smoke blooms, and it's knocked Flamey out of his monster progression.
I don't want to see NaVi fumble in this mid-round. We're expecting this toilet re-aggression. We've seen it time and time again from Team Spirit, and so simple. But if they don't push, they're just wasting time. They're just lingering around here, and we're down to 43 seconds. They have to get a move on NaVi. Look at this push. They're going forward. Both Chopper and SDY are moving around.
And they're smoking off Monster Tunnel from B. Disbalance just through his, but there's about a 10-second timer on that. Chopper gets caught having a look. And a good incendiary puts it about 20 seconds before this B hit comes in. Mir and Magix better know what they're up for. They're actually peeking into the AWP, and Simple can't believe his luck. Swinging wide. Magix only gets the one. Looking good. Here. There is SDY on site. Disbalance trained. He's low, don't forget. Tagged up by Electronic, and now the bomb's going down for the man himself. Can't be denied. Simple keeps finding them as they peek to contest. And Electronic mantling the boxes puts the 15th on the board for NaVi. That was what was required.
Now it's 15-10. The money's still good. I want to see if NaVi can close it out in an instant, or if they're going to give us a couple more rounds of play here. Flamey with damage down onto Mir through the boards again. Aggression into Sewer. Two players pushing. Aggressive, very aggressive. Flamey, you're in trouble.
He is in dire straits. Gone already. See you later, alligator. Now, with that much information in the CT remit so early, do they hold on to it? It seems they do. Magix is going to try and keep his teeth chomped down on all of that map control. He's actually just jiggling with the smoke. That's kind of interesting. Does he just drop it on spot?
Yeah, I think they're doing it like secret in lower on a map like Nuke there. So that's bought another 15 to 20 seconds, and Boomich has to respect it. Electronic and Simple took territory over towards Long, but they need to hope someone peeks into this. Otherwise, they won't be getting a kill on this side of the map. And here's the peek, SDY.
Oh, okay. Scary stuff. Scary scenes. May have seen and conveyed that information. You can see where they're repositioning that they likely are. And Disbalance versus Simple will be the toilets battle. They're trying to pivot back to B. Doing so silently. Electronic trying to fake it out. He throws a smoke A. Spotted though.
Bad miss.
Yeah, that's a bad miss indeed, because they can start charging straight in towards Heaven Smokes, Molly barrels, nobody's home, and NaVi can...
Oh, what?
Oh my God. With a Glock against SDY. Electronic's even got another. Disbalance, humiliated, gets pantsed.
They're going back to A.
They are. Chopper's going to hear this. He can deny it all.
15 seconds.
Does he let him go past?
Oh, no.
Yes, and here comes Boomich. He gets them both. Chopper just wins them the round. Simple tagged up. He can't get both the frags. There's no way for him to win this. And so just keeping hold of his AWP is his very best bet. Not bad, Chopper. Not bad at all.
Oh, he's had a lot of impact.
Let's see how it starts off. Will we see some CT aggression? Getting that info early really rewarded Magix with his B lockdown early frag. Now, Simple's actually leading the pack, crossing over Monster aggressively. You can see their early contest is present.
Okay, well, this time round, it looks like it will be more of a B-heavy presence for an opening pick, and that's indicated by Simple with that AWP. Monster about to get double naded. Little bit of damage done to Mir and Magix. Nothing to write home about. Very, very scary stuff there. The AWP rings out. They know that they've baited enough utility. They can go and pick elsewhere on the map now. Flamey's cleared out towards Sewer. Electronic and Simple now will start their aggression and combing of the A-bomb site. Have to push up, clear out the toilets, be aware that Idis Balance could be on the other side with the AWP, and he is.
He's been getting flashed so often on his lines. Let's see if he can get away with something this time. See Boomich is cognizant, and there's the flash. Balance will be forced off. This time it was just a miss onto Boomich, now taking control. He'll stick around. He wants to try and at least make them work for this control. And, well, dropping his smoke at 40 seconds ain't bad, holding the close walk up. Bombs in toilets.
Clock, Alex. It is an absolute mess, isn't it?
It is scaring me. They've got a 3-man stack on B, so if you go back to B, they're likely going to take this one.
Magix has a Molotov as well.
Smoke for Monster. Now would be a perfect time to drop it. Here we go. Drops his util. Deep molly. What are you supposed to do? What are you supposed to do? 15 seconds. Here they come. Hold down mouse 1. Mir does just that. He's got another to find. Electronic lined up. Knocked down. 5 seconds. Chaos. CIS Counter-Strike. I expect nothing less. Just all right. Big win for Spirit, though.
Well, they've bought in Galil's, Deagle, and hopefully some risk, because I think NaVi by the booker having a hard time getting past Spirit. This might be a quick finish onto B. Pop flash and they go.
Yeah, you wanted it, Chad. You get what you asked for, but look what the results. It's a 1-for-1. Monster pressure. Mir pushes forward, surging into short. He's doing multiple jobs at once. Now the smoke drop. Chopper using his smoke to walk into Simple. They're 2 frags away from closing out Overpass, but Disbalance has dropped into the side. This could be the element of surprise they need. Simple, not surprised at all. And a crazy spray, not gonna